So boom, this happened. I woke up, I looked at the text, and I'm like, I need to get those clips, like those clips. These Zara shoes. Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I am Melissa Marie. I have a very new video to get ready with me. If you want to know how I got this makeup look, hair, full outfit, plus I have a juicy story time, like insane. If you want to know what happened, then keep watching. All right, so let's get into this. Get ready with me. It is 12:20 right now. I really got like 45 minutes to be face, be, and hair curled. I need to do my makeup and I need to curl my hair. I just got the shower, shaved, cleansed my face. I already moisturized with my Clinique moisturizer. And now I'm about to go in and start doing this makeup. I always start with my foundation, so let me just grab that real quick. I'm gonna start with my Maybelline Fit Me in the color 310. So I'm going out with my girls and I haven't recorded a get ready with me since New Year's Eve. I filmed my entire New Year's Eve get ready with me. That's hair, makeup, outfit, everything. So if you have not seen that video, check it out after this one. I'll have it linked at the top for you to check out if you enjoyed this one. So I was like, I need to go ahead and record another one. And actually I have like a little story time, which is funny because I never really have like, I mean, I have stuff to talk about, but no, I literally have a story time. This actually just happened yesterday. So we are all finding out in real time. So I'm just gonna pat this in, and I don't think I've ever stated before, but I do not use a primer on my face. I just cleanse it really well, make sure it's nice and moisturized, and then I just go in. I have normal to dry skin. So I have like really, really small pores. You kind of can't even see my pores. So I don't use a primer. I feel the need for one. Because honey, this makeup will not move. Like, I don't get oily. I can wear my makeup for like 24 hours. So, which I never do, but I could because it literally just stays put. So anyways, I do have a story time. You guys, someone was using my debit card. I think it's a guy, so we're gonna say he, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because some guy was using my card and was charging my card on all their stuff, literally applying my debit card to everything, and for over like 6 weeks. And I literally just found out yesterday. Today is Sunday. I'm getting ready for brunch, and this all came about yesterday when I found out, and I was on the phone with my bank and I was getting everything figured out yesterday and like freaking out. Closed my account, well, not my account, but closed my debit card, froze everything, and got a new one. And it's crazy because this happened when I found out and talked to my bank less than 24 hours ago. I already have my money back. But this has never happened to me. Other things have happened to me when it comes to like fraud. Honestly, even worse than this. I literally had someone, I used to carry my social security card on me, which was so dumb. I was like in high school. I was like 17. I was like, yeah, I had to be like 17, 18. And this bum, because only bums do that, knew about it, I guess, and probably didn't even know about it, but was just checking my wallet to find out. And they stole my social security card, wrote it, they didn't steal it, they got it, wrote it down in a booklet, and then used it to file for like food stamps and all this. Like, it was crazy. I felt so violated. So anyways, back to this story. What am I doing right now? So I just applied this. I'm gonna go ahead and apply my NARS Creamy Concealer in the color Caramel. This is my like conceal. I use this just to conceal, not to highlight. And I'm gonna go in with another concealer to actually brighten. But I like this to conceal like my under eyes, the darkness that I have. Because the color Caramel has like a nice peachy undertone. Bear with me as I do this. I've never like told a story while I've done my makeup. So I don't know how smooth this is gonna go, but just bear with me. I'm using Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in the color medium brown. This is my favorite brow pencil ever. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna be able to talk while I do my brows. So I'm gonna do my brows and I'll come back and continue the story. Okay, so I'm back and brows are on. Now, back to the story. Well, first, I'm going to go in with my Born This Way by Too Faced concealer in the color Natural Beige, and I'm going to conceal my under eyes. So let's go back to the beginning. About 2.5 days ago, I woke up, actually no, 2 days ago, I woke up to a text from my bank, but they had texted me the night before at like 11:30 at night. And you know, like when you try to buy something and your bank thinks it's fraud, so they send you a text like, you know, transaction for so-and-so, potential fraud, is this you? If yes, text yes. If no, say no, and blah, blah, blah. So they had sent me this text 11:30 at night, but I was sleeping the night before. So when I woke up like 7, 8 in the morning, I saw the text. And it was from like apple.com. Like it wasn't specifying where the store was from. It just said apple.com. And it was for like $21. So I looked at the text when I woke up and I'm like, a fraud text. Oh, is this you for a $20 amount Apple charge? And I'm like, my bank is dumb. I'm thinking it's one of my subscriptions because, you know, I have subscriptions that, you know, are automatically renewed every month or yearly. So, and they're usually for small amounts, $4.99, $8.99, $7.99. I have YouTube TV, you know, all these random things. So I'm thinking like, because it happened in the middle of the night, like maybe one of my subscriptions were trying to charge me, and for whatever reason, my bank decided to think it was fraud and decline it and then send me this text. So boom, this happened. I woke up, I looked at the text, and I didn't immediately respond to it because I looked at it and I was like, that's so dumb. But I've never not responded to a text. So like the text of yes or no if it's fraud. So I didn't know that if you don't respond to it, say yes or no, they just go ahead and automatically suspend your card regardless. So that happened. I looked at it, I'm like, oh, that's dumb, whatever. I'm going about my day. And then my Apple wallet, my wallet on my phone was like, your debit card attached has been suspended. Please contact your bank. And I'm like, they really sat there and, you know, blocked my card all because I didn't respond to this text. I'm like, oh, so I'm thinking this is just like such a huge inconvenience. It's so dumb. Why would you guys think a $20 charge is fraud? And then because you texted me in the middle of the night and then I didn't respond when I woke up, you're suspending my card. Like, this is just a hot mess. So I went on about my day because I had other things to do and I had money on hand. So I knew like, okay, at some point I'm going to get to it. Boom. I guess that day I didn't spend no money. So now we're fast forwarding to the next day, which was yesterday. I need to spend some money. I'm going to Target, all this stuff. So I was like, let me go ahead and call my bank, like, you know, so I can use my card since I just went ahead and did this. So I called them. I'm just blending my concealer out with this Real Technique in my inner corners. So it's very, very seamless. And I call my bank and then they answer and they're like, hey, yeah, we just want to verify if the charges in the last 24 hours were you. So I'm like, okay. So she's like, oh, this, oh, that, oh, that. I'm like, yeah, that's me, that's me, that's me. And then she gets to the charge. And then she says like the whole transaction name of it that wasn't said on the text. And she's like, apple.com/NBCS some. She's like, is that you for 20? And I'm like, it like, a light went off in my head like, is that me? I don't know. But I really wanted her to just unlock my card. And again, the charge is only $20. So I'm like, it must be something. I don't know. So then I was like, yeah, that's mine, whatever. So she's like, okay. She's like, your car is unlocked. You can go ahead and use it. I'm like, okay, thank you. Get off the phone. I'm driving to Target because that's where I was going. I get to the Target parking lot. And something was like, let me just double check, like, my bank account. Let me go to my bank account and actually look at these transactions and see. So I go to my bank account and I see apple.com $20. And then I scroll down a couple days later, then it's like apple.com, then it's like $15, and it's like $20, and it's like $30, $40. And I'm like, and they all just say apple.com on, it's not saying what the actual thing is, like, versus other than just apple.com. So I'm like, what? I'm like, no. Once I started seeing big amounts of apple.com, this apple.com, I'm like, that's not me, no. Okay, where's my powder? Hold on. Let me get my powder. So I'm using the Laura Mercier Translucent Powder, my favorite, with my Morphe brush and E48. It's really just a nice fluffy brush, so I can pack it on to my under eye. And this has been currently my favorite way to do, to set my under eye. It's so seamless. So, okay, so boom. So I'm like, I'm seeing all these transactions that keep saying Apple.com app, and it's like in one day, 4 transactions. And then 2 days go by, and then it's 2 transactions from Apple.com. And I'm like, and it's all on random days in February. And I'm like, what is this? So then there was one, February 12th. It was $163. And then there was another one, back to back, same day, for $130. And it said Apple.com. And I said, oh, hell no. This is not me. Like, what is going on? So I tapped on it, and it wasn't saying anything, but then it was like, oh, click. It was like, for a digital receipt, it will take you out the app. So I'm like, I clicked that little link, and then it took me out the app onto the website to pull up the digital receipt. You guys, it said Tinder, the dating app. A gold yearly membership, $160, was purchased from someone in San Antonio, Texas, using my card, a whole different email, a whole different state. I've never in my life even been in San Antonio, Texas, purchased a Tinder dating yearly subscription off my card. That's when I knew. I literally was in the Target parking lot, literally, me and my daughter in the car, and I'm looking, and my heart just dropped, and I'm like, oh, someone has my card info and has been running it up all month. This was February 12th. Yesterday was what, February 27, 26, whatever. So then I go to look for more. There's all these random charges. Some are small. The biggest ones were just the Tinder ones. And then when I started looking at the digital receipts, which weren't in the app, AI, Snapchat, a membership, monthly membership, Apple Music membership, and all the receipts showed San Antonio, Texas, with the person's email, but blocked out half the email, so I couldn't like see it. And I was like, what the fuck? They're using my debit card. Mind you, this is my business account. This is my business debit card. All my revenue goes initially into this account. So the money's like, to them, for how they're spending $50 here, $20, they could do that shit for months and months and months, and it ain't going to decline. Like, you know? So I was like, oh my God. Snapchat memberships, Tinder yearly memberships, something called Roomster memberships, Apple Music, AI apps, paying for it. Like, with my debit card on subscription. So it was going to keep charging me. Man, when I tell you I immediately was livid and felt violated, I immediately locked my card. I did not see all these transactions within the past 6 weeks that has been going on my card because they were so small. And I'm not like thinking someone has my debit card info. One, I barely use my debit card. My debit card is attached to my phone. I use like Apple Pay for everything. I barely like be carrying my physical debit card. So boom, hold on. I need to set my makeup. So we need to move a little bit faster, but that was really the meat of it. I'm gonna get to the other part, but that right there, I had to make sure down the stand. So I'm just taking my Makeup Forever powder. This is the Matte Velvet Skin. I'm just gonna take this to set my face, just dust it. So I'm livid. I immediately called, first what I did was I locked my account immediately, no. Rewind. I went back to my bank because the bank was across the street from Target. I withdrew cash because I literally was about to go spend money and I don't carry cash on me. I only have like my debit card, my Apple Pay and all that. I don't carry physical cash. So, and I still needed money for the day even though I knew I was gonna lock this card. So I went and withdrew cash so I could spend. And then I locked my card, and then I sat in the parking lot and I was going through the months all the way back to like November to see how long this has been going on. Thankfully, it's only been going on basically like February, I think the first week of January, but really just February's been happening. But they were doing like in one day, 5 transactions, but it would all be small, $6, $8, $15, $20, $30. They spent like $60 at a bookstore. Like, I can't. But it was all digital. So, because they must not have like my PIN or something, because it was all digital subscriptions, things like that. So now I'm gonna take my Anastasia Beverly Hills, a soft glam. You know, I'm very, very basic. And I'm getting hot talking about this, like, and I'm supposed to be like getting dressed. But it's just, ooh. So anyway, I go back, I see that it's only been happening for about 5 weeks or so, thank God. And then my friends were like, don't worry, my bank is really good with, you will get your money back, just, you know, report it, everything, and you will. That was my biggest thing. Now that I know, okay, how far has it gone back? How much money have they stolen from me? And am I gonna get my money back? Like, this is insane. And that ended up to be true. I already have my money back as we speak, and this literally happened yesterday. So, boom. I go shopping, whatever, mind my business, and I'm like, you know, because the card is locked, and I now know. Got home, called my bank, talked to them, they had no problems. Then went ahead, was like, okay, show me every single transaction that was not yours, that you do not authorize, and we will go ahead and credit you back for all of it, and we will shut your card and send you a new card immediately. You know, the whole shebang. So I got it squared away, but I was like, and the guy was like, thank God you caught it, because it was so small at first. And talking to my friend, she was like, yeah, girl, that's how these scam people do it sometimes. They'll do it really small, so it's like you really don't notice. And like I myself, I have Apple subscriptions, like I said, I have Apple Music, like, you know, but then I looked on theirs and it said Apple Music membership, but then it said like San Antonio, Texas, like their email, everything. They were putting their info on everything on the actual receipt. You can't see the receipt immediately when you look at the transaction, but when you go to the actual details of the receipt, of the original receipt, oh, it said it. But again, it doesn't say their full email or like their full address. I just know it was San Antonio, Texas, G something Gmail. And if you were watching this video, you're a bum. You're a bum. Like, and I know it was a guy. Like, Tinder, dating apps, Grwm. You're paying Snapchat memberships. I didn't even know like Snapchat you had to pay for Snapchat. Like I'm sure they have. I just didn't know any of that. They're buying the yearly gold membership, putting my goddamn credit card on a renewal service. You know, lost your goddamn mind. Not trying to find some you know what off me. You know, lost your mind, bummy. So that happened yesterday. I already got my money back. I already got my new card on the way. Everything's situated. But now I'm definitely, because I will say I'm a little, I mean, granted I call it soon. And of course it wasn't like they paid their rent and stuff immediately for me to really know. But still, I do have a bad habit of not really analyzing my bank account too much, because, I mean, I've had the same bank account for years. Like no one messes with it, whatever. So I'm not every week or every month scanning every single transaction. I just like gotta look at it, like, oh yeah, that's me, you know, it's fine. I just make sure my deposits are in there, and whatever I do be seeing in the red, I'll be like, is that mine? Okay, it is. And that's it. But this went on for a whole month, and when I went and looked, like I said, on some days, some of the dates, they did like 3-4 transactions in one day, and I wasn't catching it because I wasn't looking. So, woo! That happened, but it worked out. God is good. It could have been way worse. You know, I know things happen in the world. People get robbed at gunpoint. I know, like, there's thieves in the world. So, honestly, this was something light and easy and taken care of very fast, and I'm very happy about it. But it's such an eerie feeling when people steal from you. Like, it's such a weird feeling. Like, because, again, I don't know who it is. I don't know how they got my information. Like, I still don't know any of that, and I'm probably not going to know. So, now you just got to take better measurements moving forward. But oh my goodness, it's just crazy. That's one thing that's scary about this. Everything's so digital now, because people can hack into things or like have, you know, little tips and tricks and can get into your info and you just have no idea. So that's that. And make sure y'all be checking y'all bank statements and stuff, and just double checking, making sure everything is with you, because they was balling on my dime for a good month. But that is done. Because they know, and then I just think it's crazy. Like, this is what got me mad at my bank for a second. Because even though they did handle it and I got my money back and everything, when have I been in San Antonio, Texas? When have I been to Texas? Like, I haven't been to Texas in years. When I travel, I can go to LA right now, and the first time I make a purchase, they are going to decline it and say it's fraud, da 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 da. So I'm like, how y'all ain't been catch this? So I just don't know if it's because they weren't purchasing from physical stores. They were just doing all of it online and just using, but it's like, how do y'all not know this ain't me? But randomly, Again, I'm not complaining because it could have been way worse, but like randomly, you guys think $20 was fraud on a random Thursday night. And then when I actually check my account, this man done bought $200 memberships and stuff, you know? I don't know, but that was my story time about the ghetto-ness that happened. I'm using Max Gold Deposit to warm up my face. It's an oldie but goodie. I've literally had this one for years. It is absolutely expired but works phenomenal. So I'm going to keep using it until it is completely gone. Because I just have not found a bronzer that warms up my face like this. Because this one's super sheer. And it has, you know, it has like, it's literally kind of shimmered a little bit. So it gives me a warmth. It's not a matte bronzer. I don't really like matte bronzers. Only for when I contour my nose. Oh my god, what time is it? I feel like I'm starting to rush. I still have to curl my hair. But I was already gonna record this. So when that happened, I was like, ooh, I'm gonna do a little story time. Like my first little story time because this is crazy. And I'm vlogging next week and I was gonna wait till then, but I was like, no, it was like literally give them the tea about this as you get ready. Because I'm not vlogging me going to lunch today. This week was my little break from vlogging since like the past 2.5 weeks I was vlogging. But I've been pumping out other videos like this, and then also what I eat in a day type videos, which you guys have been loving. Like literally within 24 hours I got 3,000 views. That's really good for my page, I'm not even gonna lie. So yeah. Let me get this together, just wiping away that excess from when we dusted. So we're going to meat market. I didn't even say, me and my friends, a few of us, Whitney, Gabby, the kids are going, Callie's going, Whitney's son is going, and then Gabby's bringing her man. We're all just going so we went to meat market for brunch like 2 weeks ago, and Whitney last minute had to cancel because her son wasn't feeling good. So basically she never got to go, and then the menu at meat market for brunch is completely different from dinner, and it was so bomb, and so she never had it. So she was like, no, I still want to go, we need to go. So boom, so now we're going and she'll be actually able to attend, which I'm excited because when we went 2 weeks ago, that was my first time going. Phenomenal. That food was phenomenal. Listen, today is my cheat day. I worked out really good. I've only had a protein shake today. Reservations at 1:45, so I'm gonna have my first meal at 2 o'clock today. But I already know what I'm getting. I'm getting their Wagyu empanadas. I'm getting the French toast and some eggs with the syrup, all that. So trust me, I'm gonna go in. But I've already had my protein shake with green powder in it, bananas, peanut butter, protein. And that's the one that I have that's really filling. So right now, I'm not even like hungry. Oh, and I just used my Morphe. I think this is the T8 palette. Hopefully you can still get it because I know they're like, oh, do you see it? They're like going out of business. I just used the 2 blushes that come in the Totally Tan 8T palette. This is my current favorite lip combo. I'm gonna be using these. So I already contoured my nose with this. Let me show you. Same palette from Morphe, just this one right here. I use that. Contour my nose, and then I like to go over with the brush that I bronzed and blushed with and just run it along the sides to even warm it up and blend it more into the skin so it's more seamless. And then I went and applied some mascara to my natural lashes. This is the CoverGirl, you know, OG right here. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But honestly, my lashes are basically in rehab. Like, they're still very funny because, I mean, I've worn lashes, individual lashes for how many years? Like 5 years, barely taking breaks. I think the longest I took a break was what, like 2 weeks, and maybe once or twice within 5 years. So my natural lashes are definitely not hitting right now in a sense, like very long and full like they used to be when I was in high school. But I did went ahead and applied a little mascara. I'm still debating if I'm going to apply individual lashes. I'm going to do my hair first, and then if I have time to do that, I will. But I don't feel like messing with it right now. So I'm gonna apply this. I can't really do it talking. Now I'm just gonna take the Kylie gloss and it's so cute and just dab it. And then I'm just gonna take a little bit of It's a Vibe, really just any iridescent clear gloss for that high shine. I used to be so scared of darker colors like on my lip. Like MAC Strip Down was my girl, but honestly when I was tan it wouldn't even make really a difference and really like define my lip shape. Now give me a defined deep lip liner. And I think I'm not scared of it anymore because I go in like most girls are doing these days with a way lighter gloss or lipstick to, you know, really bring it together. And I am not a lipstick girl. I'm just give me some really pigmented glosses that I can work with and blend together. I don't really do lipstick because I just put a gloss on it anyway. So I rather just prefer to get a lip gloss unless I'm going for a matte lip, which is rare. The only time I would go for a matte lip is if I'm doing like red. Yeah. Now I almost forgot to do my bottom lash line. Am I tripping? And after brunch today, I'm going to my hometown to visit my grandma. She really wants to see Callie. So I'm gonna go down there and visit, and we're gonna go to like the park and stuff by the water, and it's gonna be a really nice day. So today sounds good. I already went to the gym, had to go work out, going to brunch with my girls, and then immediately after driving to my hometown, getting some family quality time. So it's a really just beautiful Sunday. Lots of love, lots of interaction, but like with people you enjoy being around and spending time with. Okay, because tomorrow is back to work, baby, and I'm gonna have this video to edit. The last day of February is Tuesday, and this video is gonna go up Tuesday, and I will have 7 videos uploaded in February. So, you know, beginning of the year 2023, we're only second month in, we're about to be third month in, but technically first 2 weeks of January don't even count because I was gone for a week for my birthday in Nigeria and my friend's wedding for an entire week. Then when I got back, remember I had COVID, so I was out of commission for basically another week. So I basically started my 2023 when January 14th, pretty much the second half of January. So February is the first full month of me being like well and focused and able to just, you know, work on my craft. And I've gotten 7 videos up in February. And February is only 28 days. It's a short month. I'm so proud of myself. 7 videos, that's so much. And it doesn't even feel like I've like been overworking. Like I've been enjoying the process and loving it. I'm just so happy that you guys are enjoying it. And my views keep increasing with each video. Thought like everything's increasing and it's just making me really happy. Like, you know, building, making progress, and you know, I'm actually applying myself. Okay, I think I want to do a little, my eyebrow needs a little shum. I'm gonna just dab into this right here and just do a little some. Yeah, get me right, get me popping. Just taking this color out of the AT, get it popping a little bit. So my hair is looking a little crazy right now because I washed it last night and I washed it and blow dried it. So now I'm about to curl it. But this is going to be a real quick, just like loose curl because I'm on a time crunch. This is the Conair Titanium straightener, I believe. This one I got from Target. It's the 1.5 inch or 1/4, whatever one that's in the middle before 2. I'm just going to try to get this done as fast as possible. And again, it does not have to be perfect. You just need to get it done. I'm gonna fold it like this. And I love this one. This I think this is the titanium one. I don't know. Whichever this plate is, I like this one way more than the rose gold, like very like the shiny one. I don't know how to explain it. But I like this one way better because I have both. And this one, I don't know, it just curls it so fast. And it doesn't get caught in my curl. It just glides right out perfectly. There is something in my hair. Okay. Nice little beautiful curl. I'm not going to set it or anything. I will spray it at the end. But like, I don't have time for clips and all that extra stuff. Okay, so lately when I get to this part, like my front, I've been really liking curling into my face. Okay, I dropped my brush. Okay, so I've been really liking curling in to my face. I don't know why, but it's been giving, so I'm gonna do it again. It just lays so pretty. Because sometimes when I curl out, like my front's out, it just doesn't lay how I want it to lay, like it gets on my nerves. But whenever I curl in, it just sits so nice. Pretty. And then I'm gonna do this one too in, but the very, very top one, I'm gonna curl out. I need to get those clips, like those clips. I need to get them. I don't have them. I'm so scared. Okay. So for edge control, I'm gonna use this gummy professional brand, Aaliyah. I see she always raves about it every time she uses it. So I was like, let me see what this is about. And it's actually really, really good. So I'm going to just take this and apply it. But I'm not crazy with like the baby hairs and stuff, just because I have literally so much hair on my forehead and I just basically won't have a forehead if I try to do anything fancy with, you know. But look how that actually is really good. All this right here, let me swoop it. All right, and then I'm gonna bump this up and I'll be right back in 2 seconds. Okay, so now I'll show you a full thing of what I wore because you guys, I'm running out of time. So, okay, hold on. I'm gonna take just a Morphe M439 brush, a little bit of my, just a little bit of my foundation, and I'm gonna bring that down. Always bring your foundation down to your neck if it doesn't match. I just always do it last because I never know what I'm gonna wear. And I'm really bad at putting on tops and stuff without getting it on my clothes. And once I see makeup on my clothes, I want a whole new outfit. Like, I don't feel pretty anymore. So I always do this last. Just blend it. We're definitely not putting on lashes, and I honestly don't even care. I am gonna put mascara onto the bottom lash in a second. And then, yeah, my hair came out good. Nice, fresh, clean hair. What I do after I curl my hair is I flip it up, like I flip it and then let it fall. And that's what get it its nice voluminous look. But you see how it like curls in right there? It's just so cute and dainty. I love that. Okay, I will be back fully dressed in 1 second and give you guys a full look. Okay, so this is the outfit. This is just a bodysuit. I think this is from Meshki, not gonna lie. This is from Meshki. These shorts are from Zara from like multiple years ago. And then I have these Zara shoes and my Marc Jacobs little tote, whatever. Nothing crazy because it's a little brunch with the girls. And I'm gonna put on some shades because it's so bright outside. So it's like monotone outfit, you know, the little bag and then some black shades. And then I just have these little accessories. I think these are from like H&M or something. And then these earrings, I don't know where they're from, but just a little gold accent. I keep my rings in the car, so I'm gonna pop on a couple like gold silver rings. Thank you guys so much for watching this Get Ready With Me. If you watched all the way through, I appreciate you so much. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a like, subscribe if you are not subscribed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.